Hey scholars, welcome back to your writing lessons. Happy Monday. We are starting a new topic today in writing, and today we are going to be learning all about irregular plural nouns. Now, most plural nouns we know end with an S or an ES ending, and they follow that rule. We just take the noun as it is and we add the S ending. Now, irregular plural nouns, they don't follow the rules. They have their own rules that they like to play by. So we're going to take a look at some different irregular plural nouns and think about how we change them from the singular to the plural noun. First, we're going to start with our nouns that end with F and how we change those to a VES ending. So the F changes to a V and we add the ES ending. For example, we have leaf, that changes to leaves. The same goes for calf, it changes to calves. Now remember, plural means we're talking about more than one thing, even sometimes more than a few things. It could be a lot of things. Plural nouns talking about more than one noun. So we're talking about more than one leaf, we have leaves. More than one calf, we have calves. Next we have man, and same thing for woman. Notice we have an A in the middle of man. That A changes to an E when we make it plural, and we're talking about more than one man. Man to men, woman to woman. Next we have foot. It has two O's in the middle. Nouns that have two O's in the middle turn to having two E's in the middle. Foot to feet, tooth to teeth. Kind of like the F changing to a V, we just have some letter changes here, foot to feet. But unlike those, we don't add any other endings, so we don't say feetsies, we just say feet. No S or ES ending. Next, we have person. Person changes to people. Now, that one is just its own rule. We just know that person changes to people when we're talking about more than one person. For child, we add this REN ending from child to children. Again, it just has its own rule. We're going to be focusing just on those few nouns today. There may be a few more that pop up in our work, but we're going to be able to use some of the new rules here to help us figure out what we should do when we change it from singular to plural noun. For our work today, you need a composition book and a pencil. Directions are to use the correct plural form of the noun to complete the sentence. Our first sentence says, your blank have grown, you need new shoes. The singular noun that we are given is foot. We need to change this noun, foot, into its plural form to talk about your two blank. Well, what's the plural of foot? Yeah, feet. We need to change the OO to the EE. F-E-E-T. Feet. Your feet have grown. You need new shoes. Make sure you write that down in your composition book before we move to our second example. Next it says, the blank ran around the park. The singular noun that we have is child. How do you change child to plural again? Yes, we're going to add that REN to the end, and we have the noun, the plural noun, children. The children ran around the park. Make sure you get that in your composition book before we move to our next example. The farmer's cow had two blank. Calf. Who can remember how we change calf, a noun with an F ending, into its plural form? Yep, you got it. Try and write that in your composition book before Miss Metz even types it in here. Yep, the farmer's cow had two calves. Next example. Did you see the ice cream blank all around the park? Now, the singular form that we're using is man. How do we change man into its plural form? Look back up to our cheat sheet here. Yep, we know that that A is going to turn to an E. Ice cream. Then all around the park. Oh, Ms. Metz messed up on this example, so we're just going to delete this one really quick, and we'll move to the next one. The sentence says, I could hear the howling at night. Hear the what howling at night? Well, the singular form is wolf. We're talking about more than one wolf. We need to change it to its plural form. Now, if we look back up at our cheat sheet, I don't see wolf on here. But I noticed that wolf ends with the same letter as this group. Do you see it? Yeah, wolf ends with an F. So what does that mean as we change it to its plural form? We need to change the F to V-E-S. Give that a try. I could hear the wolves howling at night. How would you write that? Good job. Next example says, there were a lot of blank at the pond. Well, we didn't see goose in our cheat sheet either, but just like wolves, we did see something that could follow the same rule. Goose has 2 O's in it. What does that mean for its plural? What do you think we do? Yeah, you're right. We're going to go ahead and change those 2 O's to 2 E's. And we have geese. We changed goose to geese. That's all that Ms. Metz has for you today. Make sure that you have those last 2 in your composition book. And you can always come back to this video and watch it again and use it to help you when you're doing your independent work. Your independent work for today that will be in your Google Docs is going to look exactly like our directions for today. It's going to follow the same directions and look like our guided practice here. So using the correct plural form of the noun to complete the sentence, only staying within these few rules here, and tomorrow we'll take a look at some other irregular plural nouns. All right, everyone, have a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow.